Hello, this is John. How are you today? I hope you're really well. And let's go with today's video. Today is so interesting because it's on one of my favorite subjects. It is RP, or received pronunciation. So let's just talk about the names that RP come under. We can call it RP, or received pronunciation, also known as BBC English, Oxford English, Posh, Queen's English, Standard British, and there's even Upper RP as well. Now, very importantly, RP is an accent and not a dialect. So if we call it RP, we can divide RP into three different kinds. Firstly, there is conservative RP. Then there is mainstream RP. And then there is contemporary RP. So I'll hold my map up now. Let's just look at my map of England, okay? And I'm going to place RP about here. Right, you got it? Look, there's London and there's the south of England. This is usually where we associate RP. Because even though it's meant to be a standard accent throughout Britain, it is definitely not. It is really mostly found in London and the southeast of England. Okay, now I will show you conservative RP, and I'm going to use my friend Wilfred to help me along. Firstly, let's just explain. When you think of conservative RP, think very old-fashioned British accent used by actors in films or period dramas from the 1930s, 40s, 50s. And of course, when you look at BBC News reports from the 50s and 60s, you mostly see the interviewer or reporter having a very BBC accent or conservative RP accent. And in fact, I learnt yesterday that regional accents were not really accepted in those days, and you had even a vowels coach who would sit and go through how to pronounce properly in conservative RP when reading the news, for example. How do you pronounce the words tune, during, June, and Tuesday in conservative RP? Well, the idea is that there is a y sound directly after the consonant sound, so it turns out like this: tune, June, during, Tuesday. Maybe Wilfred, you could read through them better than me.
Oh, yes. Okay, John. Let me get my notes. Okay, so the first one is tune. The second one is during. The third one is dune. The fourth one is Tuesday.
He'll show you how he speaks in conservative RP.
Hello, Wilfred here. And now I'll speak a little bit in conservative RP, my beautiful accent, as you can hear. You know, an Englishman's home is his castle. You see, my favorite room has to be the billiard room. Being in that room is the most pleasant experience one could imagine in one's home.
Did you also notice that Wilfred rolls his R's? It's a very distinctive characteristic of conservative RP where you say very. It's difficult for me to do actually because it's actually unique to RP. But RP speakers, conservative RP speakers, one of the unique characteristics is a rolling R because we don't roll it in any other way in English. As I've always said, it's up to you which accent you choose and you want to speak like. But be careful because the way you say things, you could sound rather old-fashioned if you used conservative RP accent because no one really speaks it anymore. And I would say that conservative RP is almost dead. And I think in a few years it will definitely be dead because the last generation are speaking in conservative RP, and when the next generation come through, they won't be speaking in conservative RP. Because the main reason is it sounds elitist and snobbish, and it is much better to speak in a more down-to-earth way these days, because even the royals have changed their accents to become more down-to-earth, in fact. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. See you later. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like it for future videos. And of course you can comment on any of my opinions in the comments box as well. And I'd love to hear from you. And of course, stay connected.